In this chamber, we stand to remember those who are protecting our freedoms, both here and abroad, for our first responders, and for those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. A moment of silence, please. Our prayer, Mr. Pasquitti.
Dear Lord, bless thy servants in the ministry of public affairs who serve you in this chamber. Give us quiet minds and hearts that we may hear your voice. Help us to know when to speak, when to be silent. Give us strength to oppose the wrong and uphold the right. Grant that we have a good conscience and soul at peace with thee and with one another. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Please be seated. Good evening and welcome to the meeting.
Roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Here.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Here.
Councilman DePalma?
Here.
Councilman Desai is absent. Councilman Garcia?
Present.
Councilman Murphy?
Here.
Councilman Pasquitti?
Present.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Here.
Council President Sohar?
Here.
This meeting is being held in conformance with the Open Public Meetings Act. Notice has been given to the official newspapers of the Township on December 16, 2024, and has been posted in public places. Next open public meeting of the Township Council will be held on Tuesday, March 25th, 2025 at 7:30 p.m.
Thank you, and everyone, welcome to the meeting. We're going to start this evening. I'm just going to flip it. We're going to start with introduction, promotion of police officers. Good evening, Chief Montagna and Mayor.
I want to welcome everybody tonight and thank you for being here. This is another great night for the OBPD. I am proud and honored to stand before you and introduce our newly promoted lieutenant and newly promoted sergeant. I will also introduce one of our newly sworn police officers, and we'll be swearing in 3 new police officers. I would like to thank Mayor Debbie Walker, our business administrator, the council, and the residents of Old Bridge for your continued support. Additionally, I ask that we keep the Newark officer who tragically lost his life the other day, along with his family, in our thoughts and prayers. Please also keep all of our officers in your thoughts and prayers and wish them the safety in their service. Thank you, and now I'll start with the introduction of our newly promoted lieutenant. Richard Mustachio, badge 205. On January 19, 2001, Richard Mustachio took his oath of office with the Old Bridge Police Department. He served as a patrol officer, a school resource officer, and a field training officer. He has been a member of the Middlesex County Special Operations Response Team since 2011. Rich was a military police officer with the United States Air Force from 1995 to 2003. He served as a staff sergeant and is a veteran of Operation Southern Watch and Enduring Freedom. On June 18, 2018, Rich was sworn in as sergeant with the department, and on March 4, 2025, he was promoted to the rank of lieutenant and is currently is a supervisor in the patrol division. It's my pleasure to introduce to you Lieutenant Richard Mustachio.
Congratulations.
Brian Keller, badge 226. Brian Keller was sworn in with the Old Bridge Police Department on June 26, 2006. He attended the Monmouth County Police Academy, and upon completion of his training, began his career as a patrol officer. Brian holds a bachelor's degree in criminal justice from St. Peter's College. As a lifelong resident of Old Bridge, Brian has served as a volunteer with the Cheesequake First Aid Squad and is an instructor at the Monmouth County Police Academy. Brian was promoted to the rank of sergeant on March 4, 2025, and currently is a supervisor in the Patrol Bureau. It is my privilege tonight to introduce to you Sergeant Brian Keller. Thomas Hamill, badge number 309. Thomas Hamill was sworn in with the department on March 5th, 2025. Prior to joining the Old Bridge Police Department, Tom was a patrol officer with the Spotswood Police Department. He also served as a sheriff officer with the Middlesex County Sheriff's Department. Tom was a member of the Old Bridge First Aid and Rescue Squad and the South Old Bridge Volunteer Fire Department. The department is proud to welcome Thomas Hamill to Old Bridge Police Department. Now we're going to swear in our three officers. Alexander Puches, badge number 310.
I state your name.
I, Alexander Puches,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United
and the
States
Constitution of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
that I will bear truth, faith, and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform
that I will faithfully and impartially and justly perform
all the duties of my position of
all the duties of my position of
Old Bridge Township Police Officer
Old Bridge Township Police Officer
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability. So help me God.
That is the tongue twister, that one.
They all,
Yeah.
it's not everybody makes some mistake when.
Gregorio Salcido Ortega.
You want to turn it on?
I state your name.
I, Gregorio Cecido Ortega,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of New Jersey,
and I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the government establishment in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform
that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform
all the duties of my position of
all the duties of my position of
Old Bridge Township Police Officer
Old Bridge Township Police Officer
to the best of my
to
ability.
the best of my ability. So help me God.
Congratulations.
Good luck.
Christopher Beer.
Turn it on. Go like this. See if it's on. Mike's coming. Nope. No batteries.
Okay.
technical difficulty. Here, Kate.
Okay, good. Is it on? Okay. Okay, repeat after me. I state your name,
I, Christopher Beer,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
on the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform
and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform
all the duties of my position of
all the duties of my position of
Old Bridge Township Police Officer
Old Bridge Township Police Officer
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God. if
So
you
help
like.
me God.
Good evening. Congratulations to all the promotions and also the new officers. I want to thank the council for their support always to help build our police department. I want to thank Chief Montagna and our administration. We want to make Old Bridge one of the safest communities in America, and I think we're well on our way there. Thank you. That's it.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, everyone. We're very proud, very Old Bridge proud. This was a very, very great night for us, and we really do appreciate all that you do, Chief Montagna, and your whole police force. Thank you all so much. Okay. All right. Our next will be recognizing SEPTA as the recipient of the 2025 National PTA Jan Harp Doman Diversity and Inclusion Award. So we'll just take a minute to say good evening to those that are leaving, and have a great night. And again, congratulations to all the families. Lots of luck to the new officers.
Take care.
Bye now.
Now I can. I couldn't find you before. I was looking. I'm like, where are they? Plus your hair, Kimmy.
All right. Okay, we're coming back into session, so to speak. And tonight we have presentations. We have recognizing SEPTA. So good evening, Mayor and ladies from the SEPTA.
Good evening. SEPTA was awarded the 2025 National PTA Jan Harp Domi Award for their work on diversity, equity, and inclusion as it pertains to their specific mission of the Special Education PTA. This award truly reflects the hard work and dedication their team puts forth for disabilities in our community. The award comes with a $1,000 grant, and they look forward to building more accessible classrooms. They strive to level the playing field for our exceptional children and will continue to advocate as best they can. This award was a reflection of SEPTA's mission, translated materials in Hindi and Spanish, their community communication boards throughout all of the parks in Old Bridge, equitable accessibility for all, building accessible classrooms for multi-disabled children. Our SEPTA members are Kim Ventrola, Diane Michael, Colleen Colick, and Push Kaur. I'll tell a little about what they do. Special Education PTA of Old Bridge focuses on supporting students of all abilities, striving to create a level playing field where every student feels a sense of belonging and inclusiveness across the community. The PTA has invited diverse speakers to engage with their student population, foster an understanding, and encourage meaningful relationships. They have also hosted inclusive events such as their Fall Festival, for which they partner with their Education Association, school PTAs, and community organizations to bring together families and community members from various backgrounds and abilities for an accessible day of fun. Additionally, they have translated their membership forms, informational flyers, and documents into multiple languages, including Spanish and Hindi, to ensure they are reaching all families. This effort has enabled the PTA to connect with families who may have otherwise been unable to engage or access the tools necessary to advocate for their children. So tonight I'd like to present them with their certificate. It's to commend the SEPTA of Old Bridge, the 2025 Jan Harp Domi Diversity and Inclusion Award. This national award recognizes PTAs that best demonstrate exemplary work in the area of diversity, equity, and inclusion, as well as efforts to end discriminatory practices. This certificate is presented on behalf of the Mayor Business Administrator of Old Bridge Township. Did you want to say a few words? Yeah, take a picture. We're taking a picture. Okay.
Come all closer together.
You want me to go on the other side?
Thank you. I just want to say first, they do amazing work. Old Bridge has one of the best special needs community, I think, in the country. We try to do a lot. Do you want to say something? Sure. Thank you, everybody.
Yes, we just really want to thank you guys. If it wasn't for our Old Bridge community and our town council, our mayor, the business administrator, our board of ed, our district, our community wouldn't be what it is. We're only 4 special needs moms, and we don't get paid for what we do. We do it from the heart, and we do it because it's right. And we just want everybody to make sure that our kids feel belonged and welcomed everywhere that is. And we're really, really excited for the inclusive playground, and we can't wait. Cannot wait, right, Darren? I know, yes, yes. We are really excited. And thank you guys so much for honoring us. It really means a lot to us. And it makes us put back our grant back into the community and really just keep going and moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, ladies. That was really, really a wonderful presentation. And you say honor, we honor you because of all that you all do for the town. You make us so, again, Old Bridge proud. It's just amazing the amount of work that you do. And we're just so happy to be supportive. Thank you so much, ladies, for everything. We really mean that. All right, next will be public hearing, H1, performance bond release, Wawa, trash enclosure, 177 Route 34, Matawan, store number 934, block 4230, Lot 3, application number 32-15Z. A little bit different. We're into Wawa, okay. Good evening, Mrs. Shapiro. Yeah, good evening, and just state your name
Yes,
for the
sure.
record,
Good
please.
evening. My name is Steve Slavin. I'm an attorney with Prime Development Maselli. We represent Wawa Inc. They have recently, I guess, completed a trash enclosure, which required an performance bond. In accordance with the letter I have, I guess it was dated actually January 14th, 2025, from your township engineer. They recommend release of the bond, and that's the only reason why I'm here.
Okay. Mrs. Shapiro? I agree. Okay.
It was an application that was before us in 2015, so it's been a while since the trash closure was completed. If everybody remembers, the Wawa is at the intersection of 34 and Contrell/Steamboat Landing Road, if everybody's familiar with that location.
Yes.
Very popular Wawa. They got approvals from us in 1999 so that they can construct the building. Lo and behold, years later, they wanted to enclose the trash area. They did so. If you look at the memo dated January 14, 2025, that I had prepared, some of you might notice a very high number for bonding on a trash enclosure.
Yeah.
The performance guarantee that was posted was $48,178, of which in form of bond was $43,360.92. The 10% cash portion was $4,817.88. This was under the old bonding requirements that the state had. It certainly isn't this high, but they are requesting release. We have inspected the trash enclosures back in 2015, and everything was acceptable back then and still is acceptable today. We recommend release of the performance guarantee, subject to the applicant paying any outstanding escrow fees. And just note that with the new bonding or with the new performance guarantee requirements, there is no maintenance guarantee subject for the site because it is private.
Well, thank you. Do you need to add anything else, so you're good? Okay, is there anyone in the public who wishes to be heard on this? Seeing no hands, I'll close public. Council, any questions or comments? Okay, then I'll ask for a motion.
Move it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that, exactly, okay. Yep. So motion was made by Mr. Desai.
Recommended by NG.
Okay, and second? Oh, Dr. Greenberg Belli, and then,
Second by Councilman Desai.
yes, right, she moved it. Mhm.
Roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman De Palma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquitti?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
And Council President Sohar?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Have a good evening, and thank you very much. Thank you, Mrs. Shapiro. Okay, next will be bill list. I'm sorry, excuse me, approval of minutes. Resolution approving executive session minutes of September 10th, 2024, January 28th, 2025, special meeting minutes of November 14th, 2024, and the regular combined council meeting minutes of January 28th, 2025, and February 11th, 2025. Okay, moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by,
Second.
yeah, Mr. Asatuli.
Asatuli? Roll call. Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
No, because the comments from the special meeting minutes of November 14th, 2024, my comments and Councilman Desai's comments are not there.
Which one was it that was the problem?
Okay, so, what Councilwoman DeCaro is saying is her comments opposing the project, the resolution, were not put into the minutes along with Councilman Desai's. I felt that they really didn't have any basis. In other words, they were supposed to be voting on the content of what our attorney was discussing, as well as based on the fact of the documents put in front of them. So I did not include them, but they were marked on the resolution and in the minutes as voting no. So Councilwoman DeCaro either wishes to abstain or say no, or have her comments added. So
Well,
do you want her,
what day was this meeting? Which one?
a special meeting?
I would be fine with having them added.
So I can amend them to include their comments?
Everyone's comments were included?
Everybody's comments that were,
Yeah.
add them? Okay. I will add them, and then, okay.
Well, that was the, yeah, I think, not that, but the reasoning was that you weren't here in the beginning for it.
I understand that, but it.
Yeah, no, but that's what it was, I think that was driving it. I don't think it was done in any way other than that, because like Dr. Greenberg said, we weren't here for the beginning portion. That was, I think, the reason why it was done that way. I mean, I wasn't, consulted about it, but I believe that was the reasoning for it. It wasn't anything, other than that.
Okay, I just
Okay.
want to make sure that, I
Yeah,
was
no,
there.
no,
Words
that's
didn't
fine.
come out of my mouth, so.
Nope. Yep.
No, and there was a transcript done, so.
Yeah.
That's an exact wording of everything. but
Right,
I will
I
add
just like it to be reflected in the minutes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
Councilman De Palma,
Yes.
Councilman Desai.
No, I have the same problem. On that November 14 meeting, I made some comment which is not reflecting. And on January 28, for the discussion we had about establishing the flag display policy, I have extensive remark back and forth. Nothing is recorded there. So I think these both minutes should be tabled.
Minutes are not meant to be an exact of everything that was said. Minutes are really supposed to be recording the votes that are taken at the meeting. So, I mean, you're more than welcome to vote no on those minutes.
I'm voting no.
Okay. Councilman Garcia,
Yes.
Councilman Murphy,
Abstain.
Councilman Pasquini,
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli,
Yes.
Council President Sohar.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right. Bill list, Mr. Garcia.
Yes, thank you. Bill list as of March 11, 2025. Accounts payable, March 11, 2025, $24,924,298.87. Payroll, February 28, 2025, $1,215,302.35. Payroll overtime, February 28, 2025, $69,985.57, and that completes my report. Thank you.
Move it.
Hold on.
Okay, can we have a payroll overtime, please? Thank you. Yeah,
Thank
just
you.
one moment, okay? Thank you.
Our major uptick in the last payroll was the 2 snowstorms that we had, the one on February 8th and 9th, and the storm on February 12th, 2025. So winter was kind to us, not too crazy, but hopefully that was the last of them. Our police overtime for this pay period was $22,680.88. Deduct grants, $6,537.92. Deduct ETO, $3,255.40, for a total of $12,887.56. I am excited to welcome all of our new officers today and look forward to working with them. And congratulations to our promotions as well.
Thank you very much. Does anyone have motion?
Moved by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman Murphy. Roll call, Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman DePalma.
Yes.
Councilman Desai. Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
And Council President Sohar.
Yes.
9 yeses.
Next will be public hearing, ordinances for second reading. H1, ordinance adopting the Crossroads redevelopment plan amended dated February 10th, 2025, specifically Block 2100, Lot 6.11, Lot 6.12, and 13.12. Good evening, Vina.
Good evening, Council. As I have explained in the past in detail with the Crossroad redevelopment plan, this is an amendment to the 2006 Crossroad redevelopment plan as it pertains to only 3 properties that cover roughly 275 acres of land. And essentially what this does is it does not allow for residential development on this property and proposes new non-residential development on the parcel. So if you have any specific questions, I can take.
Everybody's good? Anyone?
If I could, just to make clear,
Yeah.
Vina, currently, housing's permitted in the zone.
Yes.
Right.
Currently, it's zoned for planned retirement residential community.
Which was part of the original redevelopment plan. And then regarding the other amendments, the uses, there's no new use added, other than that, no, the data centers were permitted, right? Right, and
So
then.
there were new uses added because in the last 20 years, we haven't seen any development on this site, so we have amended the plan and replaced it with non-residential development.
Okay.
Thank you.
Did anyone have a question? Councilman Desai?
Microphone.
Yeah, your mic, please. Yeah, thank you.
It's 275 acres of land between
And
the 3
how many
parcels.
acres are wetlands?
So I'll reverse the answer. Almost 89 to 90 acres of land is developable,
because this is
but it
going-
is not contiguous. It is spread out throughout the 275. and the
This is going from 20 years back. There were some resolution. Somebody wants to develop as a data center, and due to the wetlands, I think they backed off.
That is correct.
So this is going on. So keep in mind that there's a big portion is a wetland.
Yes, that is correct.
Yep.
That's only I have to say.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else on this side? How about on this side? No? Okay, I'll open it up to the public. Anyone have a question or a comment? Good evening.
Good evening, Council, and Vina, thank you for the information. Vina, I'm trying to understand, so about 80 acres of the 275 non-contiguous are wetlands, which means that,
No, almost 89, what I said is almost 89 acres of that 275 acres is developable, but it is not contiguous.
okay, so 89 acres of that. And
So
what is,
roughly 200 acres is covered by wetlands or environmental constraints.
so with the change that you're proposing, what type of building can be done on those 89 acres?
So the proposed plan has warehousing, light industrial uses, flex type of uses, non-residential activity, data centers, etc.
Okay, so more warehouses, more flex space, right? Okay, how many square feet can be squeezed into 89 acres of warehouse? And typically, I mean, I'm not asking you for a ballpark. How's that ballpark?
it's very hard for me to give out a number. However, these warehouses are not the type of warehouses that were proposed in other locations. These are smaller because they're the flex type. So none of the warehouse, I don't think any of the contiguous land would be able to accommodate more than 220 or 225,000 square feet of warehouse. So these are smaller in scale, much smaller.
So 225,000 square feet, which an average house is maybe 2,000 square feet. So you're talking about, what is that? 110 times, 100 times the size of houses in area?
I don't understand the question.
So it still seems like a lot of square feet of warehousing that could still be done in flexible, smaller units. So one unit, how much fits onto the largest buildable piece of property? And by the way, what's there? Trees, animals, wildlife. We have orchids in this town that are wild orchids that are rare and getting even rarer. We're losing our square footage to the box turtles are being destroyed over on Texas Road. And so I'm just kind of wondering how much land will be destroyed in this, and I understand you're trying to save stuff. So I'm not trying to be adversarial. Please excuse me if it sounds a little.
Right, so ask questions about the ordinance, so you're basically making comments in general, so.
Right.
this is
What
very
questions do you have on this particular
Okay, so how many
ordinance?
square
Not-
feet, how many acres of land will have to be cleared in order to build whatever it is that you're giving an opportunity for the builders to build? How many acres of land?
The developable portion is roughly 89 to 90 acres. Obviously, I have not gotten an LOI, so my numbers are a guesstimate based on NJDEP's data.
And that land is already woodlands, right? So animals live there right now, wildlife live there, right?
Probably.
I'm
It's
just more land. I'm sorry, Councilwoman Sohar.
It's vacant.
No, I'm
It
not,
has-
I'm just trying to get to what,
so-
the basis is
Yeah,
here.
right.
I'm not trying to be anything
No,
but,
I just want
listening.
to try to figure out what's going to happen because we cleared, 4 million square feet of warehouse was put in and cleared already in this town. We're losing land every day to building and building and building. And so I'm just trying to figure out how much of this land is going to be cleared for more animals to be lost to it. I get calls every day. I got 4 calls today for wildlife.
So again, let's focus on the ordinance.
This is,
So
yeah,
if I have
just,
if I
right.
have to respond based on the ordinance that is written, none of the warehouses would be more than 225,000 square feet. And the associated parking or loading space that is required. But again, you have to remember, of the 275, only less than 200 is developable. And plus, it is not
Less than 90.
contiguous. So if it was contiguous, probably you could be able to put in a half a million square feet of warehouse. I'm saying potentially. But because it is scattered, it's not even a possibility. And the ordinance is crafted such that we don't allow for a fulfillment center or a distribution center that is large enough.
Okay, I hate to ask one final question. When is this town or this council going to start
So again, the question's about the ordinance, right?
Yeah.
It's not a-
about
it's
this
not-
ordinance? It's again about, I guess I'll
This is a public hearing on the ordinance.
Right,
If you have
just-
a question
right.
about the ordinance,
Yeah.
ask a question about the ordinance.
Right.
Is there any way to change the ordinance to have no building? How's that? Can you do that? Can the township council find a way to save the land and not allow it to be built? Protect the animals, protect the wetlands. I think we all could agree that's a nice thing to do. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Is there anyone else in the public who
I have one
wishes?
subsequent question. Maybe Ms. Sawant or council can answer this. You were talking
Mr.
about warehouse.
Councilman, let me just close the public portion
okay.
first, all right? Thank you, just, yeah. Is there anyone else? No, sorry. Just anyone else in the public who wishes to be heard this evening? Okay, seeing no hands, I'll close the public. And now, Councilman Desai.
Yeah, my question, you were just mentioning about warehouse. So is this warehouse? Oh.
It's got to talk.
It's on this. Because this warehouse will be it regular tax ratable, or we are going to go same way as before, pilot revenue, which we don't see yet? Council can answer me on that.
But is it definitely a warehouse? I mean, is that?
No,
Right,
actually,
I
and that
just
is
wanna
what I
put
wanted
that
to
out there.
clarify.
Yeah.
The plan is written to allow an array of uses, so
Right.
it could be a warehouse, it could be a light industrial use, it could be a flex space, it could be a solar farm.
Right,
So
so it's
there are
not,
multiple
written in
uses that are
stone.
permitted by the plan. But again, this is a redevelopment plan, so obviously there could be a pilot if that's the question you're asking.
Okay, the reason
Yeah,
I raised this question, last year, we budgeted $947,000 from different pilot program. I will ask that later on at a budget time or a budget workshop, how much we received,
right.
because we don't have a clear picture. I have a list provided by finance department 8-9 months ago, that there was 947,400 was budgeted in last budget from different, like Lutheran Church, Mahar Manor, Costello Homes, Kennedy International, Raritan Bay, Segme, AC Power.
Okay.
So this is a list. I want to see how much we saw in our treasury.
All right, yeah, that's
Because
fine.
those pilot program, I don't like, it should be better for us helping, taking a regular rateable. That will be maybe more.
All right, well, that's your opinion and
That's
you're
my-
entitled,
that's just
yeah,
something else, but
absolutely.
I wanted
But
to-
I just want to make it clear that it's not definitely a warehouse. There is a lot of different options that are available in this particular type of zoning. So I don't want it to be said out there that immediately this is going to be a warehouse. Honestly, you have to be fair. This is just what the zone encompasses. Does not say anything about a definite on what usage it's going to be. Yes, yeah,
Who currently owns the property?
We own the property.
yeah, we do.
Township.
We do. Okay. Have we considered keeping it as open space?
Well, again, finances.
I'm sorry?
We can, I mean, we can explore it, absolutely, but in the meantime, we have to designate, the zoning for it, and then if we want to have a discussion, we could have a discussion about it. Absolutely.
Because I'd like to explore that, if we can just maintain it, especially if there's been no activity on it in 20 years. Nobody really wants it, I mean, I understand that the zoning was residential prior to this, but
That was,
I would rather, if it hasn't have had any activity in 20 years, I'd rather explore being that we own it, it's not like we have to buy it, and use that as open space.
anybody else? Mr. Pescetti?
Yeah, what did you say about the data warehouse? Is that permitted or?
Data centers are
center.
also permitted.
Okay, great, because that's becoming a hot commodity. You see that big one going up South Jersey.
Anyone else? No? Okay, seeing no hands, then I will ask for a motion.
Motion?
Second? Okay, motion by Mr. Asatuli, second by Mr. DePalma.
Roll call, Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
No.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai? No. Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Murphy?
Abstain.
So we've got Councilman Pasquitti?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 yeses.
Okay. H2, ordinance establishing the municipal budget. I'm sorry. Did you say? Okay. Oh, good Lord. H2, ordinance establishing the budget the municipal budget appropriation limits and a cap bank, NJSA 440A:4-45-14 for calendar year 2025.
Move it.
Councilman Pasquini. Second. Councilman Asatuli. Roll call. Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman De Palma.
Yes.
Councilman Desai.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
Council President Sohar.
Yes. H3, ordinance of the Township of Old Bridge, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 5, Article 13, Department of Police of the Code of the Township of Old Bridge by amending 5-109D, 1B, extra duty assignments. Yeah, oh, the public for the bank. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on the cap bank ordinance?
So could just procedurally, right?
Yeah.
I kind of thought you missed that. So let's motion to bring it back on the table and to reopen the public hearing and then have a vote after the public hearing.
Second.
Okay, motion and second, Dr. Greenberg Belli, Mr. Pescitti. Yeah, I'm opening to
It's a
the,
motion to bring it, you have to bring the ordinance back on the table for consideration of a
first.
public hearing. So that's the first motion.
Right.
Okay.
You
Do I have
gotta
to do a
vote
roll call
first.
for it?
Yes.
Okay. Councilman Asatuli. Yes. Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman De Palma. Yes. Councilman Desai.
This is,
Yes.
yeah,
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
Council President Sohar.
yes. Is there anyone in the public who wishes to speak on the cap ban? No? Okay, seeing no hands, I'll close the public portion. Any council
Motion.
person have a question on the cap ban? No? Okay.
Made a motion.
You made a motion.
motion to
Yes.
adopt.
Motion,
Councilman Pasquini.
Yep.
I need a second.
Second.
Councilman De Palma. Roll call. Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman De Palma.
Yes.
Councilman Desai. Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yes.
Council President Sohar.
Yes.
9 yeses.
okay. Ordinance of the Township of Old Bridge, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 5, Article 13, Department of Police of the Code of the Township of Old Bridge by amending 5-109D, 1B, extra duty assignments.
Make a motion. Oh, you got to go public? Sorry.
No. We're going to open it to the public. Everybody calm down. We're going to open it to the public. Is there anybody in the public who wishes to be heard? Okay, we're going to close the public, and we're going to go to council. Council, anybody questions? Okay, now I need a motion.
Now I'll take a motion.
Motion by Councilman Pasquini, second by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli. Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman De Palma.
Yes.
Councilman Desai. Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Yeah.
Council President Sohar.
Yes.
9 yeses.
Consent agenda, I will ask for a motion in second and bring it back for separation.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Mr. Pescitti.
Councilman Asatuli, any items for removal?
No, thank you.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
No, thank you.
Councilman De Palma.
None, thank you.
Councilman Desai. Councilman Garcia.
No separations, thank you.
Councilman Murphy.
No, thank you.
Councilman Pasquini.
No separations, thank you.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli.
No, thank you.
Council President Sohar.
No, thank you.
Roll call for the full consent agenda. Councilman Asatuli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman De Palma.
Yes.
Councilman Desai. Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli. Council President Sohar.
Yes.
9 yeses.
Report of the Township Clerk.
No report.
Report of the Township Attorney.
Nothing to report, Madam President.
Administrative report, Anna.
Yes, thank you. Full-day summer camp registration. Full-day summer camp registration started online today. Tiny Turtles registration began today, March 11th, for children entering first and second grade for next school year. Great White Sharks registration will be tomorrow, March 12th, for children entering third to fifth grade next year. Middle school registration will be on Thursday, March 13th, for children entering sixth through eighth grade next year. Registration starts at 6 p.m. online on each of these dates. For more information, please visit oldbridge.com/daycare and click on the link for the full-day summer camp. Middlesex County Paper Shredding Event. Middlesex County will host a paper shredding event at the Old Bridge Municipal Complex on Sunday, March 23rd, 2025, from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. This event is open to all Middlesex County residents and will be held rain or shine. A maximum of 5 file boxes of paper will be accepted per car. Paper from businesses will not be accepted. For more information, please visit oldbridge.com/papershred or email recycling@oldbridge.com. Finally, 2025 budget subcommittee meetings. The Township Council has scheduled council budget subcommittee meetings for March 13th, March 19th, and March 26th, 2025, to review the proposed budget in more detail. The budget subcommittee meetings will start at 6 p.m. It will be held in room 201, located on the second floor of the Thomas J. English Administration Building, which is this building. A formal presentation and public hearing on the municipal budget is scheduled for the April 8, 2025 council meeting. And this concludes my report.
Okay, thank you. Does any council member have a comment or a question? No, seeing no hands, I'll ask for a motion to accept.
Move it.
Second.
Okay.
Moved by Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg-Belli, second by Councilman DePalma. Roll call, Councilman Asatoli.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman DePalma.
Yes.
Councilman Desai.
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini.
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg-Belli.
Yes.
And Council President Silva.
Yes.
9 yeses.
Public comment on any subject matter for a maximum period of 3 minutes.
The public comment portion of our meeting is to allow the public to bring to the council's attention their concerns or comments. This section is open for any topic or items on the consent agenda. In accordance with NJSA 10:4-12A and the Old Bridge Rules of Council, the council asks the public to limit their comments to 3 minutes or less. Only one member of the public shall approach to speak to council at a time. The council will respect the public's time by refraining from any comment until the speaker has finished with their allotted time. Should be further noted that the public comment portion of our meeting is not structured as a question and answer session. If a member of the public has questions they seek answers to, an appointment can be made with the corresponding department's office during regular business hours. Township clerk will regulate the time during the comment portion of our meeting.
Okay, good evening.
Good evening. Thank you, Council President. On November 2022, Old Bridge voted
Hold on
over...
one second. Can you just state your name for the record?
Oh, we're
please?
back to names again. I apologize. Nina. Am I supposed to state my full name?
I know you're.
Okay. Old Bridge voted overwhelmingly with nearly 65% support to create an amendment to the Township Code and create an energy aggregation program. The council had initially deferred action despite a petition signed by thousands of residents in 2021, deciding instead to put the ballot to a ballot vote to the vote to a ballot. They put it on the ballot, and the community voted to approve the amendment to the Township Code to establish a program aimed in purchasing clean energy at bulk rates and providing 100% renewable energy option by 2030. We've been waiting a long time for this action, well over 4 years. The town manager, Hamashu, in 2023 said he would have a person hired after the finalization of the budget. He's since retired. Mr. Rizzoli, our township lawyer, when questioned again at another council meeting, the same thing, no traction. That was in 2024. I think that was in February. I'd like to remind the entire council and the mayor that this initiative supports a procurement of clean, renewable electricity at discounted bulk rates. This program is designed to save money for every resident with a significant projected cost savings for our household. Our 68,000 residents are currently paying too much for energy, and I'm sure every one of our residents would greatly appreciate direct financial savings. There's no better way for our township to assist the residents by following through on this and completing the initiative. Again, we've been very patient with the township, but there's been no transparency or proof of action. And if there's been action, can you provide us with the name of the consultant and when the person was hired? So it's 2025. A dozen eggs is nearly $10 at ShopRite. Families are consistently complaining about food prices being excessive and also energy charges. If you truly care about our community, please take action on this environmental and cost-saving measure that can save our residents money that we need right now to help feed our families. Mr. Rizzoli, Council President and Mayor, can we anticipate a timeline with clear metrics at the next council meeting? Or will this topic continue to be postponed, affecting our community further due to the lack of follow-through? By the way, happy Holy, Ramadan, and St. Patrick's Day to everybody.
Thank you. Anyone else wish to be heard? Good evening.
Are we supposed to give our name now? My name is Carol. I'm a resident here at Old Bridge, and I was here in December. I was told Prosecutor Timothy McNichols instructed the Old Bridge Court last summer they are no longer permitted to process noise complaints from citizens. Only an Old Bridge police officer trained in the use of a decibel meter designated as a noise officer is allowed to do so. He cites Noise Ordinance Chapter 300-10. However, only Chapter 300, Sections 1 through 5 are available. Those mention audible noise past the property line. And for going on 5 years, the Grand Marquis has been violating this parameter. Police officers have honestly and rightly acknowledged hearing the noise on our property across Route 9. But the officers directly refuse to issue any citation to the Grand Marquis, even after having been called back a second time the same night for the same issue, which leads one to wonder if there is some type of favoritism going on towards the Grand Marquis. 5 years of I will ask them to turn it down is not enough. Our quality of life is being disrupted. This is a genuine intrusion, ongoing until midnight or 1 a.m. in the morning. I do not believe that anyone here, nor the owners of the Grand Marquis, would tolerate this ongoing intrusion into their homes and lives. To conclude, I have some questions. When was Ordinance Chapter 300-10, cited by Timothy McNichols, implemented? Why is it not on the website? How was it implemented when the ability to comply was not set up? As the police department apparently do not know anything about this. There is no police officer, no one has been trained, there is no decibel meter owned by the police department here. Why was the police department unaware? And why is the Grand Marquis allowed to continue non-compliance and not be held responsible or accountable for their actions and what they are inflicting upon their neighbors? Thank you.
Thank you.
Mrs. Sohor?
Council President.
I've met with the chief on this subject, and him and Captain Blahota are working on it, and they have a plan.
Okay, that's a good thing.
I appreciate you coming. We received all of your emails, and we've been working. I also question where that ordinance was. As you know, I only came on board about 1.5 years ago, so we've been looking into it, and as Mayor Walker said, she's met with the chief. He's going to be obtaining a decibel reader, and then we're going to see how we're going to be able to enforce this. So I know it's a bit of a process, but we have not forgotten, and we are working on it.
All right. Good evening.
Good evening. I'm a resident of Old Bridge. So I'm here.
Can you just state your name for us, please?
Naomi.
Naomi, and your name?
Taub.
Tout?
Taub. T as in Tom, A-U, B as in boy. Hi. So it's regarding the ongoing noise violation. So I am very happy to hear that there's some communication going on. I do feel a bit frustrated that it had to come down to me calling pretty much everybody imaginable. I had to leave a message with the chief of police to get this looked at. Every police officer that we've met with about this issue, they don't really seem to want to follow through with it. For example, on March 8th, an officer came by. He said that he was parked out front of the Grand Marquis for an hour, that he didn't hear any music, which was contradictory to what we had been hearing. So he just didn't really seem to want to believe us. I directed him to the back where he acknowledged that he could hear the bass. And I said, okay, well, now that you can hear it, can a citation be issued? He said, no. Speak to code enforcement. I said, I have spoken to code enforcement. They said it's a police matter. He said that code enforcement was lying. So I'm not really sure how to proceed from there. I do have a case number for this as well. According to subsection, chapter 304, subsection I, the Grand Marquis has been violating a music or sound amplification that can't be operated in such a manner to be plainly audible at a residential property. And plainly audible is detection of rhythmic bass component to the music is sufficient to verify plainly audible sound. So this is something that we've been reporting for the past 5 years, that we can hear the bass. So according to the chapter, the noise ordinance that already applies, we're just not really sure why citations aren't being issued. According to Chapter 300-3, the Township of Old Bridge Police are responsible for the enforcement of the provisions of this chapter. So again, just some confusion as to the hesitancy to follow through and enforce this. Thank you so much for hearing me about this matter, my mom. We really appreciate it because it's, just when it happens, we'll call the police, and we just know that even if we do call the police, it's not going to stop until the Grand Marquis wants it to stop. So thank you again for hearing us about this matter. We really do appreciate your help with this. Thank you so much.
Is there anyone else in the public? Nope. Seeing no hands, I'll close the public portion and go to council comments.
Councilman Asatuli.
Yes. I just want to say congratulations to all the new police officers in town and all the promotions. Be safe, and may God continue to look over all of you. SEPTA, listen, I love to see our community coming together for our special needs children of Old Bridge. I hope you really know that. I want to thank you, really, for all that you do. I know 100% how you guys make a difference. It's not an impact for today. It's a huge, lasting impact. And I know, I see it every day. And I'm so thankful that we can just have a little small part in it. And about that park, I mean it. I live around the corner. I know I get excited, right? I'm like, I am, because to come to the park around the corner, and I will be there, make no mistake, I live right there, and watch the parents, right? And the children they just smile. They're always happy. Always. I don't think they know anything else except to be happy. And it's so nice to watch them smile. And when the special needs park goes and running around, I'm really looking forward to it. And I truly mean that. So thank you so much for everything. Yep.
Councilwoman DeCaro.
Thank you. Also, I think, it's going to be a unanimous congratulations to the new officers and the new promotions. Always happy to see that. We have a great police department, and I'm very happy to see them grow. And on that note, I'm happy that, Mayor and our business administrator is going to work with them to help you guys on the noise ordinance. Also, of course, my SEPTA friends, you guys are the best, you know that. And I've known you guys for a long time, and you are really, you give 100% of everything you do. And your projects every year are getting bigger and bigger. And you guys just have the desire to do it, and you're awesome. So congratulations on your award, very well deserved. Really, that's all I have. I just want to, the weather's starting to get nice, so I want everyone to have a wonderful spring. It is going to get cold again, so don't pack your coats away. But that's it. Everyone have a wonderful start to the spring. Thank you.
Councilman De Palma.
Thank you. Well, congratulations to Lieutenant Mustachio and Sergeant Keller, and also congratulations to our 4 new officers. Congratulations, SEPTA, not only for this award, but thank you for everything you guys do for all the children, not just the special needs children, for all of them. So thank you very much. Finally, St. Patrick's Day's this coming, well, it's Monday, but unfortunately it's a weekend, so please, everyone, just be careful, have a great time, but also be safe. Thank you.
Councilman Desai.
My congratulations goes to those officers who were promoted today, and also those 3 new hiring. Welcome to the great town of Oldbridge. As I say all the time, I think the winter is behind. Since last few days, it looks like we are in spring. So please enjoy the spring, and I wish everybody a good weather. Nothing more to say. We will see again. I ran out of thoughts.
Councilman Garcia.
Hello, yes, good evening all. I know I sound like a broken record, but it's well deserved, everybody. Police officers, promotions, the new police officers, we wish them safety, and of course, and SEPTA for getting the award tonight. It's much well deserved, so we appreciate all you guys do in the community. Very much appreciated. St. Patty's Day, I know everybody's saying it's a big weekend. No drinking this weekend, please. Keep it safe, like Councilman De Palma said, keep it safe. I think that's all I have. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you.
Councilman Murphy.
Yes, I just want to congratulate all the officers that got promoted and all the newly hired ones. I also want to thank the 3 of you. I just feel like I'm getting so old. I used to babysit Diane. Macaulay wasn't even a cop. Now he's a captain. So I don't know how much more time I have left. Just getting older. All right, I just want to thank everybody. All right.
Councilman Pasquini.
Well, congratulations to all the police. It's always exciting to see us adding to the ranks. I've been getting some real positive comments about our recreation department in town, that they just offer some real good quality programs. A number of people have told me this week, so it's kind of nice. Thank you and congratulations to SEPTA. Appreciate you. Do a great job. We have a noise ordinance, and I do get complaints a lot, but I really haven't communicated them. But people complaining about, loud exhausts and loud music. I think, it's tough. I don't know how you would even, try to make it stop. But we have an ordinance that says it is prohibited to willfully make or cause to be made any audible noise which is deemed objectionable because of volume, frequency, beat, and or which creates a noise disturbance. And then it says specifically between the hours of 8 o'clock at night and 8 a.m. and 10 p.m. So, I would definitely like to forward my comments to you, Mayor, of what I'm getting from the residents. Cars. Yeah, the cars. Noise coming from cars, exhausts and music. Okay, that's all I have. Thank you.
Guys, I forgot, I wanted to make another announcement. We lost an officer, as you guys know, in Newark a couple days ago, so I really want to offer my condolences to the officer in Newark. It's a tough job out there, so please offer your condolences to the family of the officer. Thank you.
I just want to make a statement that Councilman Murphy is leaving the dais. He will be absent for the rest of the meeting. Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg-Belli?
Yes, we're so happy to add new officers, and congratulations to those with the promotions. And yes, Kevin, at the time when you think in Newark that Detective Joseph Ascona was tragically killed by a 14-year-old, that's unconscionable, and I just can't even imagine. So please keep his family in your heart and your prayers, and may our police department, all of you, be safe always. It is tragic. I did want to also say, when people come up and they talk about money, you can't isolate things. You have to look at the big picture. And the big picture is, once again, our governor has taken away more than $700,000 from our Board of Ed. At the same time, giving $70 million more to Newark. How is that fair for the hardworking families of Old Bridge and the taxpayers? We are affected by it in every aspect. And when you think of that, I want you to think that he has raised the budget, is now nearing $60 million. That's unconscionable. When he took over, it was $60 billion. When he took over, it was $36 billion. Is anyone's life here better with these increases? Have you felt it? You're working so hard, everyone on SEPTA, for money. Why? Why? What is he doing with this money? How has it gotten any better? And when you think of taking away more money, that's going for taxes and programs cut and everything else. How does the Board of Ed relate to this? But yet they've supported him. Honestly, I didn't, so I can't be responsible for that, because I saw the trajectory that we were on all these years. And it's just unfair how hard you work for every dollar with all the things that you do. And this goes on, and we try to work with you. Not only did he take $700 million away from the Board of Ed, he's cut money to the township. At the same time, they have this program that's called for affordable housing that's not affordable housing. So let me tell you what that does. That takes away open space. That takes away land, where they're mandating to us that we have to build X amount of units. And if we don't go along with it, or there was 26 towns, Democrat and Republican, in this state that fought it, and they didn't even bring it up. A judge wouldn't even hear it. That is disgusting. So you're forcing us to build more. You know what that does? This is a state mandate, which is non-funded. It doesn't fund road infrastructure. It doesn't fund water and sewer. It doesn't fund the schools. It doesn't fund police. It doesn't fund fire. So when you look at the big picture about way money spent, think about what's happening in the state. And so this is an absolute travesty, and it affects all of us. But also at the same time, can you imagine? They get money from lottery, they get money from offline betting now, marijuana, all these other things. So why you promote these things are so wonderful that you're getting money from, and what are you doing? Does anyone know what he's done with this money over the years? So if he's in office 8 years and the budget's gone over $20 billion, that's more than $2 billion a year. Think about what's happened at the Parkway and the people who commute and the people who take the turnpike, the tolls, how they've gone up. I mean, it's just unconscionable. Living in New Jersey is rough, but it's a new day. It's going to be a new day. So I wish you blessings out. I hope your blessings outnumber the shamrocks that grow, and may trouble avoid you wherever you go. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody, and enjoy.
Council President Sohar.
Okay, thank you. Well, that's a hard act to follow. But anyway, I just want to say thank you again to all of you for SEPTA, and thank you for coming here and sharing with us, because I think the biggest thing is that we do have that communication. And there's no, we can talk to each other. We have a common goal, which is the children, and all of us here also support, I'm sure of that, all of us support the children. So thank you again for coming, and it really was so exciting to see this award. It was great. And for the officers, of course, good luck, be careful, naturally, and hopefully the promoted ones as well. And we really have been dedicated to the town to increasing our number of officers and making sure that the town is safe. Hopefully, there is communication. The business administrator said about the noise ordinance, so hopefully there's going to be some relief for you as well. And again, happy St. Patrick's Day. This Mary Moran will say have a good holiday. As far as the non-drinking, I don't know about that, Kevin. But anyway, thank you so much, and everyone have a really safe and good evening. Thank you. And we're going to go into closed session.
Yes, we'll go into closed session, and we will be returning back into open session. So it's a resolution to exclude the public regarding collective bargaining agreements, MOAs for IFPTE dispatcher local number 196, and the Crossing Guard Association and litigation matters in regards to affordable housing updates.
What's that?
Do I have a motion to go into close?
Move it, second.
Second.
Okay, moved, seconded, you got that?
Yep, got it.
Right?
Roll call,
Roll
Councilman
call.
Asatuli. Off the dais. Councilman DeCaro, Councilwoman DeCaro.
Yes.
Councilman DePalma.
Yes.
Councilman Desai. Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Pasquitti.
Yes.
Council Vice President, Dr. Greenberg Belli.
Everybody jumps in, I'm like,
Yes?
Anita.
Did you say yes?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, and Council President Sohar?
Yep.
Good.
What a nice award.
8:47. motion by Dr. Greenberg Belli to re-enter public session. Can I have a second?
Second?
Second by Councilman Pasquini. Roll call, Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai? Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes.
8 yeses.
Now,
Resolution, so we need to need a motion and a second on resolution ratifying and approving the memorandum of agreement between the Township of Old Bridge and IFPTE dispatcher local number 196 for years 2025 through 2028. Can I have a motion?
Second.
Moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman DePalma. Roll call, Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai? Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
And Council President Sohar?
yes.
8 yeses. Resolution ratifying and approving memorandum of agreement between the Township of Old Bridge and Crossing Guards Association for 2025 through 2028. May I have a motion?
Second.
Moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman DePalma. Roll call, Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro? Yes. Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai? Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes.
8 yeses. Now we just need a motion to adjourn.
Move it.
Second?
Moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman DePalma. Roll call, Councilman Asatuli?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeCaro?
Yes.
Councilman DePalma?
Yes.
Councilman Desai? Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilman Pasquini?
Yes.
Council Vice President Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Council President Sohar?
Yes, have a good
This
evening.
is 9:56.
We are expecting a second child in 2 weeks. We are the owners of Uncle Louie G's Italian Ices and Ice Cream.